When global headlines focus on ecosystem collapse or massive ice shelves fracturing into the sea, the scale of the crisis feels completely unmanageable. This magnitude often leads to a specific type of paralysis. It's difficult to find the connection between individual action and planetary shifts, which leaves many people feeling entirely powerless. The 2026 World Earth Day theme, Our Power, Our Planet, was established as a direct response to that feeling. But it raises a practical question. When environmental threats are this vast, what does functional community power actually look like? Solving the macro problems of the planet requires identifying where community responsibility translates into physical, local action. On April 22, 2026, a specific example of this process is taking place at the National Science Center in New Delhi. The center's initiative approaches the Our Power theme by placing professional scientific inquiry directly in front of the public. The entire program is built around providing young students with immediate exposure to high-level science. This strategy moves environmental protection out of the abstract by bringing the highest levels of national expertise to the next generation. To lead this effort, the center brought in Dr. Amitava Sengupta, a distinguished professor from the Department of Space at ISRO. Dr. Sengupta's lecture focuses on the physical realities of the world's most isolated research environment. Studying extreme environments like Antarctica is required to understand global climate. The data captured in these frozen reaches provides the foundation for our broader climate models. Having a space-level researcher present this data in a public hall places the findings of our remote scientific frontiers into the hands of the local community. High-level data only contributes to a solution once an expert translates that complexity for a general audience. Following the lecture at 11 a.m., the format shifts from a traditional presentation into an interactive open house quiz contest. The students are tested on their knowledge of environmental science and the Earth's specific biodiversity. This interactive element transitions a student from a passive listener into an active participant. This competitive structure builds environmental literacy faster than memorization, as it requires the students to process and apply facts in real time. Community responsibility involves the active testing of knowledge and the intellectual training required to solve problems. When you look past the individual students in New Delhi, the long-term global effects of this single event become visible. This is a form of compounding interest. Inspiring a single room of students creates an exponential increase in future environmental stewards. This transfer of knowledge functions as a generational relay, ensuring scientific data remains in active use. The students absorbing this research today are the same individuals who will eventually be tasked with managing the global crises that currently seem so overwhelming. This demonstrates the true meaning of our power. It is the collective decision of a community to educate and engage its citizens, and our planet is the beneficiary of that work, relying on this steady transfer of knowledge to ensure its future. The National Science Center fulfills its mission by connecting these young minds with the leading scientific voices of the country. By focusing our resources on scientific curiosity today, we develop the expertise that will be required to preserve the planet tomorrow.